My name is Blalas and welcome to Indie Bits, the show where I give my first impressions on new indie games. In Tesla Force, you start playing with none other than Tesla himself. He just finished his last invention but is interrupted by Marie Curie, another science person that did things like... But watch out, the invention is making monsters called the Old Ones invade Earth, so it's up to you to fend them off. You must first select between randomly generated stages that have different objectives to complete, like destroying monsters spawning statues or enduring waves of enemies for a set amount of time. The gameplay is like a twin-stick shooter, so you have an assortment of weapons you can find to shoot your way through enemies, a teleport skill to dodge attacks, and different abilities you can pick up like this energy wave. You can also gather mech parts around the stage, and after you get them all, you get to ride an overpowered mech for a short amount of time and decimate anything around you. After you clear a stage, you get to choose between different perks that give you extra buffs, and you may also encounter certain events where you have to make choices on how to handle them. After clearing a few levels, you get a chance to fight against one of the bosses of the game, which are probably super easy. This is a good time to mention that this game is a roguelite. Once you die, your score unlocks new items to find in future runs, although you lose the items that you gather on this one, but when defeating enemies, they sometimes drop these crystals that you get to keep, and they can be spent on items for the new run that you're in, or on permanent upgrades for any future attempts. Before starting a run, you can also choose between different characters that have their own unique stats and abilities, and there's even a co-op mode for up to 4 players. In general, I really like Tesla Force. It controls super well, has an interesting world design, a lot of different items to experiment with, and the co-op mode is a big plus. Usually at this point I give the game a score in my should you try it scale, but being this a preview since the game is releasing in early access, I won't be doing that this time. Nonetheless, I think this gameplay is great and there is enough polish and content already available, so I really recommend it for any fans of some twin-stick shooter action.